All right, we're going to use our adjusted trial balance now to create our first financial statement, which is always our income statement. And we'll be focusing on the bottom part of our trial balance here. We're going to be using the revenue and then all of these expenses. This is all the numbers and accounts we'll be using to create our company's income statement right here. All right, so let's move forward and we're going to create this income statement using these numbers. And our goal here is to show profitability. All right, as I mentioned, our goal in our income statement is profitability, and our income statement timeline is always for a whole month or maybe several months or a whole year. So in this case, we're doing the first 3 months of this company's operation, and we're going to always start our income statement with the revenue. Now, this is always our main line of business, how we generate income from how we generate cash flow for our business. So in this situation, our main revenue account is called computer services revenue, and the total of that amount from our account was $31,284. And that is our main revenue for our company. If we had any other revenue accounts, we would add them here, but we would not include any unearned accounts because that's a liability. Next up, we're going to go through all of our expenses. Every single expense will follow next, and we're going to put them right underneath this expenses heading. All right, now hopefully you can see I've listed every single expense from our adjusted trial balance. When I have found all of my expenses, I'm going to total them up. In this case, it's $16,824. The last step of my income statement is to show the difference in the two. The difference between my revenue minus expenses. All right, and if I take my revenue minus expenses, I should get $14,460 left over. That's my company's net income. If for some reason this number down here turned out to be a negative number, that would be called a net loss instead. All right, once I finished my income statement and I have my net income number, then I'm going to move this number down as part of creating my company's statement of retained earnings. Now, retained earnings always starts out for a company when it's brand new at 0. And so in this case, since this company was funded and started in October, they are starting with 0 retained earnings. The next step is we're always going to add in our company's net income. That's our second line. And in this case, here we are, we're going to bring down the company's net income of $14,460. So we have to have this done for it to flow into the company's retained earnings. We always go ahead and take a subtotal here underneath our net income by adding the numbers above together. And this is just to prove out that this number is positive, because if it's not a positive number, we're not allowed to pay any dividends. So our last line here is always going to be less to show that we're subtracting. We're going to put our dividend account total here. And in our case, our dividends total from earlier was $7,100. We're always subtracting our dividends here, and we're getting our final company's retained earnings of $7,360. Now, retained earnings means this is what we keep and we stay in our business. It's retained. All right, and because we're keeping it in our business, this is what's going to move to our company's balance sheet. All right, and that will be our final financial statement.